next congregation. Please give a big round of applause to Mr. Stewart Goldstein.
So, I like to believe that I think outside the box. This is probably the reason why I'm such a crappy mind. A couple of months ago, I found myself in Asheville, North Carolina, and if you're not familiar with the place, it's a lot like Portland, Williamsburg, Brooklyn, Austin, Texas. It's a very hipsterville kind of place to be. And while there, I found myself playing this Where's Waldo type game called Find the Person Without the Tattoo. But that just got to be too hard after a while. So my friend and I, we made up these little game cards. Butterfly on shoulder, check. Flaming skull, check. Full sleeve, bingo! The other day I was thinking about myself, and I discovered something, and I wrote it down. I have found my biggest flaw is my inability to finish a... It never works. Now, while it's not really a flaw, I happen to be an extreme introvert. And as an introvert, I don't get to have sex very often. I don't really dwell on it, but it's been 3 years, 9 months, 16 days, 12 hours, 47 minutes, and 13 seconds. 14 seconds. 15. Weird side effect of not having sex very often is that I have completely forgotten how to ride a bicycle. On the bright side, though, I have gotten really good at riding a unicycle. But I can only do it for 2 minutes at a time. 5 minutes if I think about baseball. Another thing about being an introvert is that I am very uncomfortable around people that I don't know. So much so that I need a wingman just to place an order at McDonald's. As you probably guessed, yes, I am single. And as the years go by, I find that my standards have lessened. I now no longer consider having all 4 limbs to be a requirement. One of the most disheartening things that was ever said to me as a single man has got to be, you know, even Hitler had a girlfriend. And I gotta admit, that really kind of tortured me, not just because I'm Jewish. So, as a single man, I have plenty of free time. So I find myself on the internet a lot. I was listening to an internet radio show, a podcast, and I found that if you're going to use the words mass and debate together, you're really opening yourself up to be misunderstood. One of the other things I like to do on the internet is I like to go to the comment section on news articles, and I like to look for the most racist comment I can find. Now, me, I'm not racist. I don't see color. To me, everyone is white. I once found this one man who was so sure of himself, he typed his comment up in all capital letters. 95% of all prison rape is perpetrated by blacks. And to this I had to respond, do you have a citation for this? Or is this from personal experience? And if from personal experience, were you disappointed that out of 100 times you were raped in prison, only 5 white guys were interested in it? I really do like the internet, because I get to do it at home. I love being at home. I recently signed up for Hulu Plus. So I now have Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Hulu Plus, which is all bringing me closer to my main goal of enriching the world around me by never leaving the house. Now, one of the the things you have to be careful of with all this media is spoilers. When you're talking to someone, you kind of have to ask questions. You kind of have to gauge where they are so you don't let out any plot points they may not have gotten to yet. Oh, you watch Game of Thrones too? How many tits have you seen? 22? Oh man, it really starts getting good when you get to 51. I know it's an odd number. I count side boob. Now, as far as I'm concerned, there should be a moratorium on spoilers. If something's old enough, you should be able to freely talk about it. 30 years. If something is 30 years old, you should be able to just really talk about it, no questions asked. So I know I can say this and I'm not going to ruin anything for anyone, but Rocky wins, King Kong dies, and Darth Vader is Luke's father. But every once in a while, yeah, I do like to play with the idea that someone is spoiling something for me. A few days ago, I found myself walking past a church, and some guy came up to me and said, "You know, Jesus died for your sins." Oh man, I'm not even up to that part yet. No, it's okay. He gets resurrected. Oh, what the fuck? Thank you.
One more time for Stewart Goldstein, everybody. So much goodness, so much Jewishness on Passover, so that's good, right? That's it.